How's it going? This is Tim again with Planet Plat, and we are looking at Florida Plat right now, which doesn't matter if you're in Utah Plat or Texas Plat or whatever state you're in, app's the same. And we have been messing around with a lot of showing and advanced searching and things like that. And so I wanted to show you some basically the let's see here. It was the log out. Let me just manually log in. So I wanted to show you this. The login screen. So when you come back, you've signed up, you're coming here to log in. there's a function here called a force logout. The system only allows Florida Plat or any Planet Plat app that you have to be logged in on one browser at a time. Now, this does not include the three devices. So if you have an iPad, an iPhone, and then maybe you have an iPhone at work that you keep there or something like that, then you can have all three of those devices logged in. There's no problem with that, and it doesn't affect this desktop app right here. But what will affect, if I can say that fast, right, is if you are logged in on another browser. Um, let's say at home you were on it last night and you forgot to log out. Um, this will say this will if you log in, this will look up your password and it'll say you're logged in somewhere else. Sorry, you're already logged in somewhere else. And instead of having to go home and then log out, or for some reason the computer that we were working on just blew up and you just don't know why you're getting the message anymore, you can just basically click the force logout. And that will basically send you a link based on the email that you entered here. Um, it'll send you a link to click on, and that will release your email um, from being locked or being logged in somewhere else. And then you can come back here and actually just log in as you normally would. So that's a feature. That's a feature I wanted to show because there is like kind of a security thing there where if you are logged in somewhere else, and a lot of people do just use their same laptop or they'll use their work or they use it at home or something like that, and then when they go out they use their iPads and stuff like that, and that's not a problem. It's just when you're on the browser and something like that. If you ever see that message, then this allows you to do that. And obviously, if you forgot your password, it'll send you an email to reset it. If you have any issues, just contact us. One of us will get back to you pretty quick. I get all the emails too. So, but anyway, this allow you to. I wanted to at least show you that, and also if you have friends or anything like that, you can just tell them, "Hey, go to FloridaPlat and click on the sign up for a free trial." But I am not logged out, so I am going. I mean, I am logged out, so I am going to log in. And we have many. There's other videos that hopefully you guys will watch. If you haven't, then it may not make as much sense. But we have gone over a lot of these details and saved partials, selected partials, things like that. And I want to just go over the saved partials real quick again, um, because the iOS, Android apps, and this desktop app, which is what we're looking at, these all sync up to each other. So you can drop a marker here, move it around wherever you want, and save it, and it'll show up on your iPhone or your Android underneath its save partials tab. So it's kind of cool. It's all synced up like that. You also have different ones. You can actually click on this and see that these are ones that I've dropped. The ones that have addresses are ones that you saved. That's the differences. You've actually saved a drop marker, or you've saved a marker that you've searched. In this case, you can kind of tell because this has notes, and you can actually go fly to it if you want. Whereas like the Juniper Bay one, we've saved that from an actual search or details here, and you can see that it actually saves the strap and the address, things like that. We don't ever really save owner information because sometimes obviously that changes. Because I actually used to live at this place and I don't anymore. But you could fly to it and show it and things like that. Any other ones you can click here, show, and it'll take you to the actual different ones you've dropped. So that's the save partials. We mentioned it briefly in some of the other videos, but that's basically what that does. We mentioned also the selected partials are different. These are ones that you selected off searches or off the grid, um, and things like that. And these are the ones that allow you to export to different file methods. But we've discussed that in other videos. And real quickly to to kind of wrap this up is you have these map. You can clear the map. We talked about that before. How it just clears everything. You have some of these if for some reason you need to be found, like you want to go back to where you're at here in Florida, it'll just use your browser's GPS and take you back to where you're at. This works fairly well. Sometimes it works wherever your ISP is, your internet provider. Um, but some people have requested that, and so it was a pretty quick ad. Show Florida was another one that was asked. I move around quite a bit fast. I like move around like this a lot, and sometimes this saves me out here. You do a search or something, and we've just every once randomly, some people, they log back in, and we get a message that says, "Hey, I have no images. There's no map." Um, this allows you to just show Florida, and it'll take you back to the state of Florida. Kind of repositions the map for you. And then lastly, on this section, we're already in the hybrid default map. If you did want to go to one of our um, themes, in this case, FloridaPlat is an avocado theme. So if for some reason you wanted green, um, I'd be surprised if anybody stays on this, but it's cool. I mean, it's a theme. So if you wanted to stay on a green and you didn't care about all the details and things, you could stay on something cool like this. Um, or you could use Google's roadmap, if I can ever get back to it, right? Oh no! And this is Google's default roadmap. Or you obviously can just fly back, go back to your the default, which is the hybrid. So that's kind of those things right there. We other videos we've talked about all these things here. This is where you can go. If you're logged in and you haven't downloaded the app, you can go grab it here. Or at least go see it. Best thing is going to your store and search for FloridaPlat or UtahPlat or TexasPlat or whichever subscription you have. Same with the Android store. That's where you'd find those. The account, the billing. This basically, if I had, under here, if I had any Planet Plat subscriptions like FloridaPlat, or it would show me all of them. I could remove those subscriptions. So after your expiration date, it would expire at that point. So anyway, you got some of this information here. So this is your billing information. This right here. If you had, I don't have anything here, but if you had invoice histories and receipts, they would be here, and you can actually pop them out and download the PDFs and print them off if you want to. So any receipts that you need, we do partner with Stripe, so all that's handled with them. We don't keep any credit cards, things like that. So you can remove and add payment methods. If you need to change it. And again, you would see subscriptions here that you could cancel or change to a yearly or something like that. But that's what the billing would let you do. The account information, there's mobile devices. Again, that's where has nothing to do with this with logging in to the desktop. That just allows you to log in at one location at a time, or one browser at a time. um, but the mobile devices will, I don't have any, I'm not going to click on it, but this mobile devices will actually show you the mobile devices that you have registered. And a lot of times people have a problem with, like, they lost their iPhone, for some reason they're surfing with their iPhone or something. Or well, we're in Florida, so we're not in California, but maybe you're at the beach and you lost it in the ocean and you had to get a new iPhone, and you're trying to log in and it keeps telling you have too many devices. That's the biggest problem that people have, is they get a new device for Christmas or something like that, and the other one's gone, and they're not sure what to do. But this is where you would do it. You'd click on mobile device and you say, "Oh, there's my old iPhone." Delete it. Then you can register your new device, and you can do up to 3 of those. Change your password too. And the help is just, we have our documentation, which has a lot of these videos, privacy policy, and contact us with any feature requests, account related stuff, things like that. One of us will get back to you pretty quickly with that. But anyway, that's kind of the login. A quick overview of some of the saved features that we've had some questions with, and just a quick rundown of the menu items. Thank you for watching, and we'll look for another one.